what is going on? Welcome to the Edge Energy Shot. It is your guy, Philip Edgeman, and you are tuning into the daily segment of the Relatively Unknown podcast, where we come to you to help you to unlock your potential daily. Every single day, we provide you with practical tips and strategies to help you move from self-doubt to self-assurance, become a better leader, and create higher net worth through greater self-worth. That is what we do here on the Edge Energy Shot, man. And I am super excited. Look, you made it to Wednesday. Gotta pick your head up. That's why we got this groove going for you today. That's why we had that groove going for you today. You gotta get your head up. You gotta get ready. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and kick this day off. Let's go.
They don't know everything that I have that's within me is that I need with my God by my side. How every time they turn around, I'm still winning, regardless of feelings. I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness. I'm pursuing this. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness.
I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness. Look, sometimes you just gotta say it out loud, get it all up in your shana. Now, once again, welcome everybody to the Edge Energy Shot, the daily segment of the Relatively Unknown podcast. This you got Philip Edge tuning in, tapping in with you today. Listen, let me ask you a question. How you feeling? I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling good. See, the way that you are feeling right now, and you are feeling good, you got to speak it. You got to speak it. You got to speak it, right? You want somebody else to feel that way, so please make sure you go ahead and share this out on your page. Let somebody else know we got some goodness gracious going on today, and it's going to help you to get your mind right so you can be focused and get to the place that you need to be. To help you do that every single day, we have a daily declaration. Let's go ahead and get it. You can read it. It's on the screen. It says this. As a person of limitless potential, I acknowledge that I am created with unique talents and abilities. I am capable of achieving greatness, and I choose to believe that I am the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. Today, I will seek to find favor with both myself and others, and I will be a shining light for the world to see. Through this declaration, I ignite the spark of potential within me, fuel my growth with positivity and determination, and ignite the fire of success that awaits me. Today, I choose to live my life to the fullest and be the best version of myself. That, my friends, is your daily declaration. You got to say it with conviction. You got to say it with passion. And I just say this all the time. If you start speaking right, you're going to start believing right. And if you start believing right, you will start achieving right. We use the 3 words, speak, believe, and achieve, to help us to just, get that mind right. Get that mind right. Well, my friend, listen, I'm not going to keep you super long today, but I want to talk with you a little bit today about leadership, because, we're always talking in some form or fashion about leadership and being able to either lead yourself and or lead a team. And today I really want to focus on running your own race, running your own race. Listen, you can't be worried about the person next to you. You can't be worried about what the other people are doing. You got to focus on your own goals. You got to focus on your ambitions. You got to focus on your own records. You have to focus on you. Listen, the only person that you can control is you. The only person who can stop you is you. I know that's like this dichotomy going on in your mind right now, right? I'm the only one who can control me, but I'm the only one who can stop me. What does that look like, right? What that means is the common denominator with all of that is you. You are the common denominator for all that you have going on in your life. Well, check this out. My daughter, as many of you know, runs track. And yesterday, I was actually at the high school, sitting around watching my daughter compete and do what she does on the track. But it was so interesting because there was this one particular gentleman. He was running a long distance race. And he had an entire team of people cheering him on, yelling for him. But the crazy thing is this, he wasn't leading the race. In fact, he was middle of the pack. He was probably somewhere around 4th or 5th out of 8. Now, it was so interesting to me because I was like, why is everybody screaming for the kid who's fourth or fifth, who's middle of the pack? Why are they not screaming for the guy who's winning the race, right? And it was literally like he had a whole team of people following him around the track, screaming him, yelling him. And when he got close to the bleachers where I was sitting, I saw the coach with the stopwatch, and he started yelling at this kid, and he says, "You're on your time. You're on your time. Now go get it. Now go get it. You're on your time." And I'm sitting there. I'm watching this now because I'm interested. There are a whole bunch of people cheering this kid on. Now the coach is coming around with the stopwatch, and the coach is yelling, "You're on your time. You're on your time." And then I heard this young girl. She yelled this out, and it rang in my spirit. Right? She yelled this out. She says, "Get your PR." And for some of you, you may not know what a PR is. PR simply stands for personal record. See, what I realized in that moment in time was that the kid may have been in fourth or fifth place, but literally he wasn't running the race to try to compete with the guy who was being number one or the guy ultimately who would win the race. He was running the race to compete with himself and ultimately best himself. Get the best time that he ever ran, get his own PR. And that really struck me because at the end of the day, when I think about it, that's what we have to be doing. We have to be in a perpetual process where we're trying to beat our own personal records, where we're trying to best ourselves, right? Yesterday, the guy, he was pushing himself to be the best that he could be. And honestly, that's what leadership really is all about. See, being a leader isn't necessarily about beating the person next to you. It's about being the best version of yourself. It's about setting your own goals. It's about working hard to be able to achieve those goals. It's about pushing yourself to your limits and pushing to be a little bit better, to be a little bit stronger, to be a little bit faster. That's what it's about. I know there are a lot of people out there who think, leadership is about competition, but it's not. It's simply about you trying to be the best version of yourself. And when you can dig deep and pull out the best version of yourself, you can then help other people be the best version of themselves. So listen, the next time you're in the boardroom, the next time you find yourself trying to compete with some other people, you got to remember, number one, you're not in competition with them. You are simply trying to get your PR. So to help you with that today, I just wanted to drop in your spirit 5 actionable tips and strategies that are going to help you to focus on your own race and help you to achieve your personal best. And these are 5 things that I learned yesterday watching this event happen, watching this kid run when he was trying to get his personal best. This is what I learned. The first thing, and I hope this is going to bless you, the first thing that I learned was that you got to set clear goals. You got to set clear goals. This kid knew that the goal for him on yesterday was not just to win the race. That wasn't necessarily the goal. He came into the race with a goal of beating my personal best, setting a PR. That is what his goal was. It was clear. It wasn't dependent upon anybody else, really. It was really just dependent upon him going out and running his race, setting his pace. He knew what he needed to do. So when I speak about setting the goals, there are small little things that have to happen in there, right? Listen, little victories ultimately will surmount and add up to bigger victories. So don't always chase after the big thing. Find small, manageable, bite-sized chunks that you can win at. And when you win at those small things, they will lead to you winning at the bigger thing. Let me take you back to the track yesterday. Remember I told you the coach was coming around and the coach was like, "You're on your time. You're on your time." The coach was letting him know that the goal that he set to run the lap, to run the 400, he was on it. That let the kid know where he was at when he was running, right? So not only did he have goals that were set, he was monitoring those goals, and he was doing the second thing, tracking his progress, right? He was tracking his progress. Let me ask you, how do you know if you are achieving or getting close to the thing that you're trying to do? How do you know? Are you tracking your progress? Do you have a goal written down? Is it actionable? Is it something that you can actually do and be able to look at the paper and say, am I doing it or am I missing the mark? The kid, when he was running yesterday, he had a goal that was actionable, that was written down, that he could really look at and say, am I hitting the mark or am I not hitting the mark? This allows it to become trackable. And when you track your progress towards your goal, it's going to help you identify the areas where you need to improve and the areas where you're making good progress. See, if he was behind his time, he would know that he needed to improve. Maybe he needed to speed up just a little bit. If he was ahead of his time, well, then he knew he could either sit there and rest and keep working, or he knew he could back off just a little bit, right? Because he wasn't running to win the race. He was winning to set his personal best, his personal record, right? So again, you got to set clear goals. You got to be able to track your progress. The third thing that you got to be able to do is focus on your strengths. Focus on your strengths. What do you do well? What is the one thing that you do that nobody else can do like you can do? Because at the end of the day, that is the thing that you were created to do. That, my friend, is your strength. That is the thing that you need to be focusing in on. You don't need to be focusing in on all the things that everybody is telling you that you should be doing. Listen, those might be good things, but good may not bring you to fulfillment. Good may not pull out all the stuff, all the goodness that you have on the inside of you. You're not searching for good. You're trying to be the best. You're trying to set personal records. And the only way that you're going to be able to do that is by pulling out the strengths that you have on the inside of you, right? When we identify our strengths and focus on developing them, we can then leverage what we have on the inside of us, and it can work with us to help us become the best version of ourselves. Listen, don't waste too much time and energy trying to improve on the things that you're not good at or your weaknesses. I'm just being honest. When you think about weaknesses, that's why many times in the business world, in your life, in the things that you do, you got a team. There are other people who can do the things that you can't do. Point blank, period. So don't spend too much time on trying to get great on something that's going to cause you angst, is going to make you frustrated on something that you just don't like doing. Find somebody else and bring them in and say, hey, listen, I don't do this very well, but I know you do it extremely well. Can we work together? It's not about you. It's about being able to surround yourself, focus in on your strengths, and being able to bring together the best group, the best team that's going to help you succeed. So number one, I told you, you got to set clear goals. Number two, I told you, you got to track your progress. Number three, I told you, you got to focus on your strengths. Number four, avoid comparing yourselves to others. Wow. Avoid comparing yourselves to others. This right here, this is a mouthful, and this is the place where so many of us, we get stuck. We're watching on social media. We're seeing how many likes somebody else got. We're watching how many people are live with them. We're watching how many people are attending their sessions. We're watching. Listen, and you can watch and watch and watch, and it can have you in a place where you forget that you're super dope at what you do, right? You're amazing at what you do. And in fact, nobody can do it like you can do it. They can't do the thing that you can do, right? But we're so stuck on watching them do what they do. Here's the reality. Stop comparing yourselves to other people. Stop trying to compare your today to their today. It's not apples to apples. Remember, maybe they've been doing this for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. You just started doing this yesterday. So you're not going to be as far along as they are. You just started running the race. They've been running their race for a long time. So stop comparing yourself to people who've been running their race for a long time, and start comparing yourself to you, to where you are, so that you can personal best and get your personal record. Don't compare yourself to others. Listen. You got to resist that temptation. I'm telling you, everybody has their own unique journey. They got their own unique strengths. we also have our own unique weaknesses. All of us do, and it's okay. So focus on your progress, focus on your growth, and don't let the success or failure affect you and hinder you from continuing to move forward. So I told you got to set clear goals. I told you got to track your progress. I told you got to focus on your strengths. I told you got to avoid comparing yourselves to others. Let me give you the last one, and we going to be out your hair today. Here's the last one. You got to surround yourself with positive influences. You have to surround yourself with positive influences. Listen, my dad will always tell me, you are the sum total of the 5 people that you keep in closest proximity to you. Listen, it is so true. Think about your life. Think about your friend circle. You probably look just like them, right? If you want to look different, you got to surround yourself with different, right? If you want to be in a positive mind space, and you got to surround yourself with other people who are in a positive mind space. Let me take you back to the track meet yesterday. Remember, I told you this kid had a whole team of people following him around the track, screaming, "You can do it. You got it. You can do this. PR, PR," right? They're literally, he had like his own cheerleading squad. And I don't know about you, when you got people around you who are cheering for you, when you have people around you who literally just want to see you win, it does something on the inside of you. It boosts you. Listen, when you want to give up, you can't give up. The reason you can't give up is because you got these other people. And watch this, you begin drawing energy and strength from them. Yeah, this is why it's so important to have people around you who are positive influences, because you can draw strength from them. When your personal tank is on E, you can borrow a little bit from your friend, right? You can borrow a little bit from that positive influence, right? If you don't have those positive influences around you, you need to get on YouTube and find you some YouTube positive influences. Hit your boy up every single morning, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. for the Edge Energy Shot. You can get your positive influence. Shameless plug, I know. But, right, you got to get around people who are going to be those positive influences for you. Surround yourself with people who are going to encourage you to achieve your goals. Seek out mentors, coaches, peers who can provide that constructive feedback that's going to help you grow. Listen, avoid those negative influences that are trying to discourage you, that are trying to distract you from your goals. So get around people, get around a community of people that will help you to do just that. That is what it is all about. And I'll just say this, if you're looking for a community, if you're looking for a group of positive influences, connect with us, right? Connect with us. We have this thing going on. It is literally the Edge Success Network. We call it the ESN, and that's what we do. We just support one another. We look at each other and say, what are you trying to do? Okay, listen, I'm going to support you in doing that. What are you trying to do? Oh, listen, okay, gotcha. I'm going to support you in doing, and that's all we do, right? We show up every single day, and we're trying to support each other. This thing that you're seeing today, the Edge Energy Shot, this is a component of the ESN. So if you're looking for something like that, that community, because you need positive influences and positive people around you, go ahead in the comments box, do me a quick favor and type in the letters ESN, and I'll send you the link so you can go ahead and get started as early as today. The good news about the ESN is free. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you nothing, right? See, listen, positive influences shouldn't be trying to take from you. They should be trying to give to you. Yeah, you got that? Hope you do, right? So listen, running your own race, it's not always easy, but with focus, with determination, with the right strategies, being around the right positive influences, listen, you can achieve your personal best, set your own PR, and be your best version of yourself and the leader that you are called to be. So that's what I got for you today. Set clear goals, track your progress, focus on your strengths, avoid comparing yourselves to others, and surround yourself with positive influences. If you do that, it will help you to run your own personal best, your own PR. And if you do that, that's how you run your own race. So with that being said, y'all, thanks so much for tuning into the Relatively Unknown podcast. This segment we call the Edge Energy Shot, where we provide for you actionable tips and insights to help you achieve your results and goals every single day. My goal is simple. I want to help you overcome the obstacles, develop a growth mindset, and to stay motivated towards your goals. That's what we do. So, with that being said, until tomorrow, I need you to think differently, y'all. I need you to get your mind right. And join me here tomorrow, 7 a.m. for The Edge Energy Shot. Y'all be easy.
They don't know everything that I have that's within me is all that I need with my God by my side. How every time they turn around, I'm still winning, regardless of feelings. I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness. I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness.